And welcome to our low carb, no sugar cooking channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make something great. It's an alternative if you don't want to have rice. I'm going to make a cauliflower rice with a roasted aubergine. Obviously that's not all of it. There's going to be some nice spices involved. What I'm going to use in the cauliflower rice is some onions, some parsley, some smoked paprika, turmeric, and some cashew nuts. And then for the aubergine, what we're going to do is we're going to slice it in half. We're going to crisscross it so that it basically helps it cook on the inside. Char it in a nice pan. And then we are going to brush it before we put it in the oven with some, I've got these little paste things. I've got some ginger, some garlic, and some chilli and some soy, and a bit of lemon. And I'm going to brush that over and roast it in the oven. It's going to be super delicious. So it's going to be really healthy, really easy, and super tasty. So first things first, what we're going to do, you get a knife. So we're just going to quickly score the aubergine. So if you just cut the ends off slightly, I've got a hot cast iron pan, which can go in the oven over there, heating up. And then what you do is slice it through and you just crisscross the aubergine. I'm sure you've seen it done in lots of other videos. Just helps penetrate, cook it, and also once we put our flavourings on, it will help penetrate with the flavour all the way through. So just cut it, crisscross it over. As neat as you like. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit of oil in the pan. Nice dosing of oil because the aubergine will soak it right up. And I've got this lovely, I've got salt with olives and tomato and thyme in it, which will add another lovely bit of flavour. So a nice dosing of salt on top of those. And then literally just flip it straight down in the pan, caramelise the tops. Right, whilst that's cooking over there, we're going to quickly make the sauce that we're going to rub on the top. So as I said, I've got these pastes. They're really quick, really simple. Everything's about trying to make it as easy as possible, but packing in as much flavour as you can. So if I could ever get the lid off. So I'm going to have about 1 big teaspoon of chilli. I've got this ginger paste. Basically, it's ginger and garlic and chilli for lazy people. So then I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of ginger. And then I'm going to do a teaspoonful of garlic. And obviously, you can put in as much of each of these things as you like, whichever one you prefer. That's what I do. And then I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And then we're going to use a squeeze of lemon juice in there. That's that. Then, to put it onto the aubergine, I find it easiest with a little brush, so just give it a whisk around whilst the aubergine's cooking. Smells lovely. And then we'll just wait for that to caramelise, and once that's caramelised, we'll just brush this on the top, and then put it in a preheated oven, which I've got going at 200 degrees. And it shouldn't take more than about 15 to 20 minutes. And you can continue to baste it for added flavour. Right, so whilst that's happening, I'll just quickly check it. Nice. As I said, it uses up a lot of oil, so occasionally you have to add a little bit more if you haven't put enough in. You just want it over a nice little medium heat. So the next thing is the cauliflower rice. Now this is a great alternative if you don't want to have rice, and it's really quick, really simple. And I would always say, make it yourself. Don't buy that pre-packaged frozen stuff because that stuff just ends up like water. I find no matter how well you try and cook it, it just ends up like sludge. So what you want to do is get half a cauliflower, just take the stalk out. And then I'm just going to blitz that in a food processor. And it doesn't take long to cook. But what you want to do first is after I've blitzed it, I'm going to dry fry it for about 2 to 3 minutes, just to basically cook it and seal the edge of it so it doesn't turn into mush. There we are. So as simple as that, you've just got blitz it in there for about, I don't know, 20 seconds, pulse it a little bit just to make sure all the big bits are gone. And then what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to dry fry it quickly. Right, so as you can see here, I've got a lovely caramelized aubergine there. And now, turn them over. I'm going to get my sauce. I'm going to pour some on top. Just spread it throughout. It's going to add lovely flavour. It's going to drip inside all of those cuts you made. You can already smell it. It's going to be delicious. So there's a little bit left for a second batch, second going. And then you're going to put that in a nice hot oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. So now this is the cauliflower rice, literally just drop. Then, in the same pan, what we're going to do is I'm going to chop up an onion quickly, half a red onion I've got here. I'm going to slice that and I'm going to fry that off in some oil. So I've got half an onion. Just going to dice it up. So I've got a nice bit of diced onion straight in the oil. So what we've got and I'm going to add a teaspoonful of smoked paprika. And then give it a nice little stir. Just like that. Give it 30 cauliflower in. Cook it for another 1 minute or so. And then it'll be ready. We'll put it back in the pan and we'll add some chopped up parsley. through it. So we're just going to put that. Just fried for a couple of minutes. I'm going to put them in a pestle and mortar. Just give them a little bash. Oops. Break them up slightly. Absolutely gorgeous. Then I've got a small handful of parsley. Just cut that up. That can go in there. Just give it a little stir around, stir that through. This is a beautiful, delicious dish. Tiny squeeze of lemon. Nice. And then the crushed nuts. So there you have the cauliflower rice with turmeric, smoked paprika and cashew nuts. It's very tasty. Like I said, so much better than the shop bought stuff from the freezer, because that just goes mushy and can end up quite bland and can actually put you off, having this as an alternative. But if you spice it up, zhuzh it up like this, then it works really well. So we put that to the side. I'm going to have a little clean down whilst the aubergines finish off cooking in the oven. Right, so after a little clean down, we've obviously got our cauliflower. And this would be enough for probably 2 really hungry people, or 4 as a really nice light lunch. So I'm going to get a couple of little plates out. I'm going to serve up a bit of the cauliflower rice. So, a bit of rice, get a couple of nuts on there. Lovely. Now it's time to get the aubergine out of the oven. What we got there is some gorgeous roasted aubergine with that lovely chili, garlic and ginger flavour on the top. So what I'll do is I'll quickly get those out of the pan. Lovely. Beautiful. As I said, super quick and easy dinner. It takes about 25 to 30 minutes from start to finish, which is pretty good. And it's super healthy, super tasty. And as I said, you can serve it up for 2 people only. You could have half each, but I'm going to have 4 for a light lunch. So simply cut the aubergine in half. 1 on there. 1 on there. There we have it. Beautiful cauliflower rice and roasted aubergine. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Try giving it a go and let me know how you get on. Thanks, and I will look forward to making some more soon.